to run back to my tank or they'll know something's up. You have a what now? You're what? Oh, this artistic boyfriend doing here. Welcome back to Find Love or Die Trying. Let's see if we can finish off the game with this video. Hopefully. Maybe. Potentially. Well, this isn't the worst place I thought I'd wake up yesterday. I take that as a compliment. She laughed and pinched my cheek. Well, it's been a blast. I have some more cruising around to do, and I think you've got another day on your plate today. Yeah, that's just how the show goes. She was gone before I even had a chance to finish. That woman is a force of nature. Yeah, one last date. I'm afraid. Because last time Damien showed up, my mind got wiped. Running out of time, Kit Kat. It's going to be fine, just watch. Good morning, Kat. Morning. How'd you sleep? Pretty well, thanks. You bet you did. That bed is worth more than your life. That reminds me, why can't the staff have the same kind of bed that he has? Do I look like I'm made of money? You literally own this island? If I give the staff beds, the next thing they'll ask for is minimum wage, don't think. I feel like this is a familiar conversation. He walked away. So how about that 5-year plan now? Huh? Maybe the brothers were onto something with this whole accounting thing. Anyway, it's time for your last date with the last soulmate candidate, Violet. You ready? It's time to make or break. I'm ready as I'll ever be, Kat. Then without further ado, lights, camera. Don't get yourself killed. I found Violet in the same place I met her. She was taking out a fresh batch of cookies from the oven. Morning, Violet. I slid next to her and grabbed one of the cookies in one smooth motion. Oh, hot! I flung the cookie in my mouth anyway. Worth the pain. Damn, that was delicious. Wait, moment, you silly goose. You never failed to make me laugh. I quite admire that. I did a mocking bow with my arms around my back, put on my best fancy accent. The pleasure's all mine, milady. Stop, you. I wolfed down another cookie. Hell yeah. You do know those are for sharing with everyone, right? I'm part of everyone. What's the problem here? We laughed together at the bit we were performing. That reminds me. What's up, Violet? It's come to my attention that this show will be ending quite soon. Yeah, it is. No, do cheer, please. I don't intend to feel sorry for myself. Instead, I want to use the time we have left here to do something I always longed to do. And what's that? What I want is to go on a date, the kind that normal people go on. The kind that I've only read about, having a picnic, watching a movie at the theater, long walks on the beach, even something crazy like a paint night. And then we can watch the sunset go down together and be so romantic. Her enthusiasm was adorable. She was practically bouncing around the room like a ping pong ball. I think we can make that happen. Can we now? Which one? Well, not all of them. She's got the most beautiful smile. Damn. Really? You gotta be kidding me. You can count on me while I'll make it happen. Yay! She did a little cheer and dance. Gosh, I can't stop smiling looking at her. That said, I have no idea what to do. Guess this will be touch and go. It wouldn't be fair if we figured out everything. Let me handle the picnic. She pulled out a basket from behind her. Care to join me in the lovely outdoors? I wouldn't miss it for the world, Violet. Aww. We walked outside for a while, then settled on a lovely spot with a nice mix of shade and sunlight for our picnic. The way her silver hair caught the sunlight, it was enough to make you believe in angels. She was so beautiful. Oh, did I mean silver as in silverware, not her hair? Which is, I guess, is more pale, like, I don't know. I'm just blathering. Dig in, I've brought plenty. Please don't hold yourself back. I've got to be the luckiest person alive. Save that talk for after you try this. I'm letting you have the first bite. Should I be worried? I smiled as she mock pouted. Just kidding. She laughed and smiled as she spoon-fed me a delicious egg roll. Called it, I'm the luckiest person alive. Not just because of the food's delicious, but because you're here next to me, Violet. You made this week so special. I feel the same way. And there's more where that came from. You're absolutely right. I've got something prepared for just the two of us next. You owe me one. We enjoyed the delicious food and conversation over the rest of the afternoon. We walked back to the mansion hand in hand, smiling all the while. Next stop, the only movie theater on the island. I didn't know we had a room like this in the mansion. I'm not surprised. Tara's pretty territorial about this room from what I've seen and heard. But right now it's our very own private movie theater. I did a little jazz hands at the TV. Violet clapped as if I had just put on a performance of a lifetime. I made a dramatic bow, then took a look at what movies we had in store. Let's say we have rom-coms, fantasy and medieval movies, war movies, a few superhero movies, and last but not least, a horror movie. I put on a rom-com from what Violet was saying earlier. This would definitely be her favorite. I started the movie, then we went back and sat. Then it went back and sat next to Violet with my arm around her. The story was about the girl who moved to a place called New York to become a writer. Falls in love with the boy she meets there, and eventually replaces her dream and her love. It wasn't anything special, but Violet was thoroughly entranced by the whole movie. Me, I was more entranced by her. After the credits rolled, Violet practically burst into tears. This was the best movie I've seen my whole life. Then how about we take a scene you liked from the movie and turn it into a painting? Oh my gosh, you didn't. Just wait right here for a second. Okay. I had no idea where to find art supplies, but I knew if there was anyone who could, it was Kat. Kat, I think you know this itch. You guys have never putting this together at the last minute, but I like that about you. 4. Set of everything they need for a paint night in the main hall of the mansion. Stat. Oh man, just finished my shift. Even better, you got free time for this. And so we started painting on canvases in the main hall. I think I'll paint a picture of... How about Violet and I watching the movie together? This counts, right? What are you painting? I'm painting a picture of us watching the movie together. It's the most beautiful scene from the movie, you know. It'd be a shame not to capture it. You're quite the flirt, you know that? But I like that about you. Your smile could melt the coldest heart. So which scene are you painting, Violet? I'm drawing the scene where the girl runs out in the rain to tell the boy that she loves her. It was just so romantic. She sighed like a love-struck teenager. I could tell she was putting her whole heart to her painting. She captured the scene perfectly. As for me, let's just say I was more focused on making the people I have the right number of heads and was working from there. An hour or so later, we finished and compared our final artworks. She's an incredibly talented artist. Me, not so much. That was embarrassing, but man, it was worth it just to see her smile and break into laughter. My laughter was interrupted by a gurgle from her stomach. Mother would punish me for sure if she heard me make that sound, but who cares now? Mother was unstoppable at this point. Is it time for dinner? I do believe it is. And we're back to this place. I volunteered to cook, but she wanted to go back to the restaurant that we went to on our first date, so we did. Apparently she was trying too hard to be prim and proper back then and didn't actually get to eat as much as she wanted. She ate up a storm, almost literally. Almost. We spent dinner wolfing down delicious food without a care in the world and laughing about the scenes in the movie and our little artsy adventure. Then finally we went for a long-awaited walk on the beach. Oh god, not the beach. I'm afraid now what's going to happen. We held hands as we walked along the ocean. The waves of the ocean seemed to play music for us as we skirted by. At times we talked without end. At other times we enjoyed each other's company in warmth and silence. Either way, we were as happy as he can be. We talked about how the past, present, and future were so different than before because of each other. You know, if you asked me to marry you right now, without a doubt, I'd accept. I know it sounds quite crazy to say that in such a short period of time, but I just know. She kissed me passionately with everything she had. We fell together onto the soft sand of the beach. Will you marry me, Violet? I looked at her and saw the most beautiful smile from the most beautiful girl there was. No final ceremony smile, but I want you to know how I feel. A moment passed, it felt like my heart was trapped in my throat. Of course I know what I said. And then I saw something I'd never seen before and would never see again. God damn it. Son of a bitch. Not again. Really? The sky sighed rapidly, turned from bright blue to black as if it were water being drowned in the dark stink. Then the bright sun in the sky went out like a candle in the wind, and the warmth of the beach and the sand disappeared in an instant. Please click the cast. Experiment is complete. The last thing I saw was Violet screaming as shadowy figures grabbed her from behind. A second later, and I couldn't even see my hands reaching for Violet, desperately trying to pull her back to me. Then I felt somebody grab me from behind. No, not somebody. There must have been several people. They forced me to grunt and cuffed me behind my back. I screamed, but there was no sound. I couldn't hear anything, not even the sound of the waves. I tried to fight, but there was no way out. I screamed to Violet for her to run as far as she could, but I heard no response. Then nothing. God damn it, not again? Really? I woke up on an operating table, the kind you see in a nightmare. My first instinct was to get up and get off the table as fast as possible, but my neck, hands and legs were cuffed and pinned down in thick metal braces. I tried to force myself out with all my strength, but the braces didn't do so much as budge. I knew something. As soon as I saw Damien, I fucking knew. Morning. What's going on, Cat? Get me out of here. I'm afraid I can't do that. Honestly, I'm getting tired of explaining why. Let's just speed this along, shall we? What are you talking about? She placed some kind of helmet on my head. I tried to avoid it, but the bricks around my neck made it impossible to maneuver. Please, Cat, don't do this. I could hear the hum of a massive generator turning on behind me. She raised her hand, revealing a trigger switch with a single red button, saying, "You soon." She pressed it. The curtain closes. You're taking your bow. When you lift your head, I can see you clearly for the first time. It's you. One I've been waiting all this time to see. The one who made me dream of a life together far from this island. You've been right by me all this time. Tomorrow's the day. You're nervous? Who wouldn't be? You've got a point. She reached for my front hand and held it tightly. You okay? You sure we should be doing this? I don't want you to be punished just because I want to get out of here. Hey, Cat. We've always been a team, you. Wait a minute. Has Cat actually been a good person all along, and was Cat the person that I was seeing in the dreams? Is that... Okay. So maybe it's Damien that's the evil one, and Cat is like undercover trying to help? I don't know anymore. No matter what, we're in this together. Thanks. When did things come to this? The escape failed. I've been surrounded, being shot, betrayed. The love of my life, she shot me. I'm bleeding rapidly. I try my best to slow the bleeding, but it's no use. What did you do to her? I choke out every last word. I didn't do anything. I didn't have to. You were too busy making hard eyes at Cat here to see where her true loyalties lied. I'm sorry, but it's true. Okay, maybe I was wrong about Cat being on my side. No, okay. I don't understand. Why don't you tell them, dear? Damien is my father. Oh, honestly, yeah, it's not really that hard to put that together, really. Similar hairstyle, looks a bit older. Yeah. I knew you were planning something the moment you came to this island, but you didn't quite trust me enough to tell me what exactly it was, so I became close to you and told you just what you wanted to hear. Then you told me everything I needed to know. As soon as you told me your plan, there was no way you were ever going to escape from this island. Why are you saying this? No, that's my girl. You really are my daughter. Why? I love that look on your face. You know, you've got an expression that will be perfect for my next show. And it just so happens we got an opening just for you. So you've lost too much blood. The world turned dark. This is the end. Keep them alive. You might think I'm showing you mercy, but believe me, by the end of this, you're going to wish that I just let Cat kill you. Why? Why, Cat? Why would you? Barely had time to breathe before the waves pulled me under once more. You never had a loading screen quite like this. There's always just a blank screen. There's never like something like that. Where am I? I'm underwater. It's so dark and cold. I try to move, but I'm so tired. It takes all my strength to reach my hand out forward. It feels like glass. I'm trapped in some kind of tank. I went to sleep for just a... Is someone there? I can feel somebody's presence. I open my eyes and I can see. Hang on just a little longer. Who are you? The woman in front of me looked at me with pity. This seems like a final kind of thing, maybe. If I hit the glass, that would have lost someone. I can't say it. What if I said something? I try to speak, but it's no use. My mouth won't speak the words I want them to. You're awake. I'm so glad, but you're gonna wish you were asleep for the next bit. Trust me, I'm sorry in advance. She moved toward me, towards some kind of terminal next to my tank and pressed the button. Different key as if every nerve of my body was set on fire. I screamed and thrashed her brown, but it did nothing to alleviate the pain. Oh, well, you look at that. Looks like a little hero's got some life left in him. You know you're in luck. Usually I'd just kill you for this, but new opportunities just opened up, and I think you'd be the perfect fit. I'm sorry, but it's true. I don't understand. Why don't you tell them, dear? Damien is my father. I was a hero, aren't you? You should be more worried about yourself. You knew the rules. If you tried to escape the island, you die. If you didn't have to be like this, but you... I'm done talking. Goodbye. Hold on just a little longer. She looked away from me as if she had heard something, what I couldn't tell. Shit, they're almost here, running out of time. Allie's trying to break me out, it seems. I'm sorry, I won't be able to give you back all your memories, but this will have to be enough. She pressed another button on the terminal. I've got to run back to my tank or they'll know something's up. You have a what now? You're what? What? Hold up. Does every single girl have their own? Is that what they mean when they talk about the cast? What the? She pressed her hand against the glass. Hold on just a little longer, okay? I'll get us out of here. The pain had stopped. The world turned dark. And back to this place. I've been here before. I'm Dylan. I'm on some kind of dating show. Found out what I trying. Allie, she helped me. I've got to find her. You're up early. Most people around here usually need a little more time to wake them up. Kat, I remember now. Tried to escape this island with her. She pretended to be my lover, but she betrayed me, shot me too. She's the reason why I'm trapped here. It's only fragments I can remember, but I remember enough to know that she's bad news. We've done this song and dance over and over many times, and I can count by now. I've been in love with and chosen Allie, Scarlet, Tara, Violet, and Yui, each of them countless times. Am I a bad person? Come to think of it, I can't remember what happened before this show started either. I need to find Allie, but first, for the problem at hand. If I want to get out of here, I can't let Kat know that I remember what's happening before. Where am I? I've got to play dumb. I know that sounds weird, but do you know where we are? No, she buy it. Walk with me, there's a lot to get you up to speed on. The name's Kat, and I'm the producer of our new show, Find Love or Die Trying. And what's your name? I don't remember. Looks like it's the same beginning as usual. Learn about the killer dating show rules. Meet the girls before the show starts. Yui, I don't remember meeting you before the show, but I'm glad I got to meet you again. It's possible not to feel happier when I see your smile. You'd think that the staff would have learned to cook better by now. There's so much more to you than you show the world of Violet. Scarlet, you're still hiding that you're reading that magazine with another book. It brings a smile to my face every time. I think I know what happened to you now. You still have no idea what you got into, Tara, killer dating show or not. I'd love to see the way you see the world. And finally, Allie, you never gave up on getting us out of here, even after all this time. Howdy. I hear you're the suitor. Care to join me for a jog? There's a place in the forest I'd love to go for a run around with you. It'd be my pleasure. We went for a jog exchange venture like we'd always done when we met each other. The second we got to the unrecorded area of the forest, your smile faded. I'm glad you got the hint. You haven't given yourself away to anyone yet, right? No, I haven't. As far as Kat knows, I don't remember anything as usual. Sweet, I knew I was right to help you at first. Really, thank you so much. I can't thank you enough. I've got to ask, how did you escape the tank in the first place? Honestly, I got lucky. Usually the tank knocks me out right away, but that last time I think something must have bugged out. I saw my chance and took it. Anything's better than being stuck here forever. I'm sorry I couldn't get all your memories back. Don't worry about it, Allie. All I could ask for is a fighting chance, and you gave that to me. Don't mention it. I mean, duh, I'm hands down the MVP. Anyway, it's about time I tell you the truth. I'm from the Resistance. You can think of us as a covert group of concerned citizens. You have a few bones to pick with the world's current management. Those bones are their necks. Joking aside, we are fighting a war here. That war will be won with information. Information that lives on this island and only here. Huh. And there was no way that we could ever find this place, not by conventional means. But then we found out about the show. So they sent you here. Actually, I volunteered. Believe me, the others didn't want me to, but I knew I had to. I was the one with the least to lose. Ellie. It was pretty easy getting in, all things considered. All I had to do was write a report that labeled me as suspicious of conspiring against the government, take a few cute selfies, and boom, I was flown here. Didn't go too great since then, though. That was when I was a lone wolf. I got you now. And we'll get out of here together. Sound good to you? Sounds like a plan. I hadn't even told you the plan yet. But since you're so excited, let's get right to it. There are two things we need to do. One, we need to bring the other girls' memories back, and we'll be able to get their trust or work with them until we do. And we'll need their help for part 2. And what's that? 2, we need to get the fuck out of here. Sounds about right. Easier said than done, but it's going to take a hell of a lot of setup and coordination. There's a small army of armed and trained staff tasked with keeping us here, not to mention us needing way off the island. I'll figure it out as we go, but for now, how about you go on a date with Scarlet today? I can do that, but how does that relate to us getting out of here? I'll tell you if I thought you could be a better actor. Believe me, you'll know why later. Oh wait, is it the zombie thing, right? Anyway, let's head back to the mansion. We don't want Cat to start looking for us. Sounds good to me. You're really something, you know. That's putting it lightly. Okay. Hi, you backstabbing bitch. There you are. Sorry, I got carried away exploring the island. I've got to be careful around Cap. I know exactly what she's capable of firsthand. Is that so? Not so hard, but you'll have a whole week to explore, you know. You'll get one date with each of the girls for the first 5 days. We'll have something special for day 6. And then the final ceremony where we propose to one of the girls. That sounds like the perfect amount of time to figure out if we're meant to be together. You'd be surprised. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. So this time it's one date with every girl, and then the 6th day is a final ceremony. It is a 6 days of something special, and then a final ceremony. Okay, so who do you want to spend today's date with? Scarlet. There's just something about her, you know? I found Scarlet inside the library, the place I'd most often meet her for the first time. She always looked so happy when she was reading. It did the heart good to try to make her smile in the same way when I talked with her. We became fast friends again. The similarity of our situations might have played a part in that. Still, I'm not sure why Allie insisted in me going on a date with Scarlet today. Sure, getting her memories back would be a huge win, but... Hey, Scarlet. I'm glad you're safe. Things are going crazy out there. What's happening? I know it sounds crazy, but there's a horde... I knew it. There's a horde of zombies outside. The Brothers 5 and a lot of our behind-the-scenes help went crazy and... Scarlet, you did this, didn't you? Wait, what? I've been here the whole time with him. I couldn't have. I've never heard of anything like this. Wait, what? So far, I think so far I'm doing good at keeping her off the ground. It's true. I can vouch for her. We've both been here since our day started. Well, either way, I bet you can create a cure for it, no? I mean, I probably could, but I need my equipment. I'm not sure why, but I can't find it anywhere. Telling me you can use her lab. We follow Cat to the game room. Cat put her hand against the wall of the game room, revealing a hidden trapdoor. She walked in and beckoned for us to follow. We walked down the spiraling staircase for who knows how long. I lost track more than a few times. We're just going straight. I remember this place. And I bet, of course you do. You should have everything you need in this room to make a cure. Just don't go snooping around. This lab belongs to R&D, and we could all get in trouble if you do. Actually, this place doesn't have everything I need. What else do you need? To hold the cure, I'm going to need a sample of whatever this is. I need a live specimen. I'm sure you can help with that. I've got some editing that needs my attention. You got this. And just like that, she was gone. If it makes you feel better, I'll help you catch somebody. You sure if you're the only one who can make the cure, then it might be better for you to stay back. Oh, thanks. There's no way I'm letting you out there alone. I don't want you to think I'm weird, but I have this feeling that I'd be pretty good at collecting unwilling zombie specimens. That is weird, but in this case, she's absolutely correct. Some memories must be intact even if they're kept below the surface. Well, let's get on with this. Is it going to be the giant fucking Gatling gun? Moving back to the surface. Everywhere we looked over was overrun by zombies. We wouldn't stand a chance against groups, so we spent the day trying to split them up as well as searching for lone wolves. Brains, bananas. I forgot about the banana bit with it. We're in luck we finally got an isolated sample. How are we supposed to bring them in, though? One bite and we're finished. Like a just thing. Scarlet pulled out a pair of brass knuckles. Where did you even get that? Is that really important right now? I'm not looking the other way for a second. It's embarrassing. Sure, Scarlet. Turned around. Brains, bananas. I hope your health insurance covers this. It probably doesn't. Do they even get health insurance? Once more with feeling. Are we the bad guys? We dragged him back to the mansion, paying careful attention to not run into any more of the zombies running amok. Scarlet opened the hidden trapdoor in the games room and I pulled the Forrest's unconscious body in. Oh, fuck. My hand slipped, causing Forrest's body to tumble down the stairs. Oh, sorry. He kept going and going. I know, I'll get him. Better get him quick or we're not going to have a live specimen. Luckily, I managed to catch him pretty quickly. We put him on the operating table for Scarlet to analyze. Interesting. What's up, Scarlet? This virus, it's pretty clear it's man-made. Even more interesting is that it looks like something I would make. Not that I ever made zombie viruses. Yes, you have. It's kind of cute how you try to hide it. Cat, you there? Weird. I thought Cat was supposed to be able to hear us from anywhere on the island. Maybe there's some microphones all the way down here. I wonder why. I guess so. I was going to tell her we've got the cure now. Great. Sweet. Great work, Charlotte. You bet I did. We administered the cure to four, then went back upstairs together. Cat, you there? What's up, Scarlet? I've been waiting for hours for you. Is you two done yet? We've got the cure now. We'll need your people's help to help administer it. Oh, you're right on. Lay low for now. We're coming to get you. In the meantime, how about you tell me about yourself? It'd be my pleasure. Okay, let's hope we manage to quell the zombie plague with just enough time left in the day for a lovely dinner with Scarlet. After that, I went for a night walk with Allie to somewhere safe from prying eyes. You should buy a girl dinner first before you murder her in the woods, you know? I think I found the way to bring the others' memories back. You found the lab, didn't you? Pretty much. Sweet, I wasn't sure how to get back there after they shipped us out of there. So that's a huge win. So where is it? There's a secret trapdoor in the games room. You just have to press a hidden panel on the wall. That said, how are we supposed to get in without being seen? There are cameras everywhere, and Scarlet and I we're only allowed to enter because of the whole pandemic. Don't you worry about that. I've got an inside man. Four is going to be helping us override a few cameras and microphones and mentioned with old recordings. 4. That way we can get in and stay inside long enough to get their memories back without raising any sort of fuss. Brother that we KO'd today down the stairs? What's that look for? I'm surprised he's still standing after today, to be honest. I would work with people who go down that easy. Was Far always working with you? Nope, never till now, but we can't afford to refuse his help. I've had him prove he's trustworthy. Don't worry, you can count on him. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, we have everything we need for the first part of the plan. I'm assuming for a trip down the island together. Sounds like a plan. Assuming the next date might be Terra. Guys, I just see this, trust me. I pulled her hand against the secret panel. A second later, the wall parted to reveal the winding staircase Four became intimately and repeatedly familiar with. Did Allie prove For's trust before or after his little trip down the stairs? Well, you guys found my secret spot already? I'm sorry, what? I found this place this morning. I sat near the top of the stairs and played for a while. It was more fun to play in the dark. Hold me back. I gotta figure Tara would find it. Ellie explained the situation as we walked down the stairs. Sure enough, they were skeptical. Except for Scarlet. Okay, your story makes a little more sense when you come down there. They walked toward the machines in a mixture of awe and fear. The markings on this machine, my father's company made these. Why? They didn't. Not my baby. I'm sorry, everyone. I wish what I had to say wasn't true, but it is. I don't know why we're being kept here, why they filmed the show over and over. But I know that if we don't escape them fast, they're going to kill us sooner or later. Something tells me that the show isn't actually real. I'm just saying, why do they film it over and over and over and over? If it's to do like multiple seasons of the same characters, or that'd be very stupid. And two, it just doesn't make sense. You and I are going to do our very best to make sure all of us get out of your life. But to do that, I need you to trust me. Trust you with what? I need you to trust me enough to step back into the tanks they kept you in. For us to escape, we need all of us to have our memories back, otherwise you wouldn't trust us enough. I'd have to be quite foolish to just step into this tank because someone said so. Violet, you can trust her. Excuse me? I know she's telling the truth about this machine because I built this. Ellie. This isn't the first time we've met, is it? No, it isn't. We've gotten to know each other quite a few times by now. It's a strange feeling. On one hand, this is horrible. On the other, I'm glad that the machine works. Maybe one day we'll put it to use the way it should be. Alright, I'll trust you. We just walk back to the machine. Thank you, Violet. I know it'd be difficult to trust me, so I appreciate it. There's a machine that should have your name on it. Go into it, and then he and I will start the reversal process. I do hope this works. It should, but it might hurt a bit. Do spare me from the details, please. Scarlet and Violet walk to their respective machines. I don't really get it, but I trust you. And besides, I got a thing for big things made out of metal. They're like mecha. Of course. I guess. Is this going to hurt? Do I lie? I kind of wanna. It is. It is. I'm sorry, Yui. Don't be. I'm happy you won't lie to me. It makes me even more sure to trust you. Yeah, I knew that was going to be the right thing to do. Here we go, Yui. Let's do this. Alright, they're in their tanks. Let's do this on it. Even if it wasn't safe for all of us, their screams from the reversal process were almost more than I could take. Ellie and I covered our ears as Violet, Scarlet, Yui, and Tara remembered years of memories in a matter of minutes. After doing all this, we better be getting out of here. Violet, Scarlet, Yui, and Tara slipped out of their tanks after what must have felt like hours to them. Guys, you okay? This probably isn't the time to mention it, but I made a bet before about what would happen when they got their memories back. What did you bet? I'm going to watch from a safer distance if you don't mind. If it looks good kill, the girls that had just gotten out of the tanks would have killed me several times over. Oh, because we, they did them multiple times. They ran to me yelling and screaming. You five-timing little cheater. Wait, I can explain. Too late, they were on me like hyenas. Huh? Yeah, I'm not gonna scream. Now that we've all calmed down, how about we go over the escape plan? It better be good, Ellie. For your sake. Out with it then. Alright, listen up. Over the next hour, Ellie explained our plan from start to finish. Trust me, it's the best we've got. If this is our plan, we're doomed. Oh god, what's the plan? Congrats, you made it to day 2. You really gave our audience a run for the money to stay with Scarlet. And that's before we got the zombies involved, believe it or not. I'm glad to hear that. You think you'll choose Scarlet at the end of this? Too early to say. I figured it's best to make things seem uncertain as possible and not get too focused on any one girl. Cat said that getting low ratings during the show could end up with them shutting it down early. If that happened this time, then game over. The only reason why we're able to make these moves right now is because Allie's machine glitched out. Who knows if that would ever happen again. There's no room for error. Too early to say right now, but she's definitely up there. I like the sound of that. But you know what I like even more? Drama. One better way to start that fire than a full date with another woman. If it ain't broke, so who's it gonna be? Everyone knows that there's only one room in the mansion that's locked. Nope, not even a bit. Really? It's right by the games room and it's not the hidden one. I'm trying to understand why you've been stuck here all this time. I'm snooping around and I looked for snacks when I saw Cat open it, using a black key that she kept on her key ring in her pocket. It's definitely a master key. I've seen her use the same key both in the mansion as well as on other buildings. Sounds like it'd be pretty good to get our hands on that. Exactly. If you give me that key for even a minute, I can make a mold out of it so that we can use it as duplicate key. I'm betting that would be pretty helpful for helping us get out of here, to put it lightly. That's awesome, but wouldn't Cat notice her master key going missing? You're absolutely right, especially if you or I try to take it. I'm feeling a but coming. But it won't be you or I taking it. Tomorrow, I asked to take Yui on a date. Let me go get Yui. By the end of time, you'll both understand why it has to be you two. I'd say sounds like a plan, but I have no idea what's going on. Okay, trust me. When have I ever been wrong? I could list every single date we've been on as evidence. Those don't count. Yui. There's just something about her, you know? We'll make it happen. It wasn't the final video. But next time I'm sure it'll be the final video. Because, man, I've been recording for like 40 minutes. Jesus. Anyway, that's the end of this video for Find Love or Die Trying. If you enjoyed it, then like, subscribe, check out other stuff I've done, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.